wonderful quince tree in her garden. And every year I get a surprise when she texts me and says, "Do you want some quinces, Shona?" And I think, oh my God, has another year gone by already? So I'm going to cut quinces into 4. My nice big knife. And then with my little knife, we're going to just take off the ends and the seeds. I'm using my little knife because we don't want accidents in the kitchen. And it's safer just to use a little knife to cool with. I chopped up quince in my pot and I've just covered them with water, and we're now going to bring them to the boil and then simmer for about an hour. This has been bubbling away now for about 45 minutes and the fruit has gone all beautiful and soft, which is the way we want it. The smell is unbelievable. So this is a great COVID-19 test because apparently one of the symptoms of COVID-19 is a loss of the sense of smell. If you get to this point and you're making quince jelly and you cannot smell this delicious smell, then you probably need to get a COVID-19 test. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mash it up into a pulp and we're going to set it up to drain and make our beautiful quince juice. There are 2 ways of making your quince juice. You can either use a fine metal strainer like this, or a double-layered cheesecloth on a normal set like this, which I've done. I've used my stainless steel pegs to tie it off. And now we can just let this sit and drain. I prefer this method because you can put more in. So my quince paste has been sitting for about 4 hours now. We take it out. Oh, look at all that beautiful quince juice. I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to use the mash to make some quince paste. And then this beautiful liquid I'm going to make quince jelly with, and something so magical is going to happen when I put sugar and boil it up. The first thing I'm going to do is to sterilize my jars. We're going to put in about the same amount of sugar as there is juice, so you need to measure out how much juice you've got. We're just going to put a little bit less sugar in than juice. Put the sugar in to the I've boiled up my quince juice. Look at all that sugar. And that's going to go in here, and now we're just going to stir it up until it dissolves and bring it to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, 104.5 degrees Celsius. As it comes to the boil, you'll get this kind of foamy stuff coming to the top. And we just take that off gently with a slotted spoon. So you can see that my jelly is starting to turn that beautiful colour that we're wanting. We're looking at, we're getting over 100. So the other test is putting some of the jelly into a dish that's been in the freezer. And you know it's ready when you push it and it creates like little wrinkles. So my jelly's ready. Time to bottle it. Look at this beautiful rich colour it's turned as well. Okay, so time now to get it into these sterilised jars I've got over here. Ready to go. So now I've got my quince jelly all jarred up. That's cooling off and the cans have all been going pop, pop, pop as they go in, which is good. Let's go into the quince paste. So in here I've got my pureed quince left over from making the quince jelly. I've added about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and the same amount of sugar as the puree. And now we're just going to cook this on a low heat for about an hour and a half, until it's gone that lovely deep pink colour. And now I've put it out into this tray. It's going to go into the oven on 50 degrees Celsius, to dry out for an hour or two. Let's see what happens. Quince paste and a whole lot of quince jelly.